now we have a continuation of this story. So
Mm-mm-mm.
not too far back, we discussed Ruby Rose and Druski because Druski broke up with Ruby Rose and went on to a radio show and said that he was not prepared for some of the things that came along with dating a woman of her caliber. And his main takeaway from the experience was you better have your pockets ready. And if your pockets are not ready, you are not going to be ready to be in a situation with a woman on her level. These were his words. This is what he said. Now, months later, what we are learning is that this wasn't actually a relationship in the first place. It
No.
was it was some kind of a business transaction, a business relationship in which they weren't actually together, and Drewski was actually paying this woman for clout, I guess, for PR, and naturally this guy is getting clowned in social media troll world as a result. And this is, of course, according to Ruby Rose herself. So this says Ruby Rose accuses Drewski of paying her for a PR relationship. Ruby
Yeesh.
Rose says she didn't actually date Drewski and the entire relationship was just paid PR. She revealed the backstory to the short lived romance in a series of posts on X on Tuesday. And for the record, I never slept with that man. N word paid for PR. N word paid for PR. Not the cat, Rose wrote before adding in more posts. He is funny and nice, though. I only give it up if I'm in love. I don't care how much money a N word got. I'm rich as hell. LOL.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, she's lying there. Uh, Fans shared plenty of laughs in the replies to Rose's admission. One user wrote, "Damn, bro, you had that MF spending money on you, and all you could do was give him kisses and ass grabs." Another joke, N words not even paying for cat no more. They paying for the illusion of getting cat. Others
Damn.
theorized how much she charged for the relationship. Rose and Drewski seemingly began dating back in April, sharing several photos together in the ensuing months. In late June, Rose posted about being single on social media. Eventually, Drewski confirmed they were no longer an item in July. There wasn't nothing bad that happened, he explained at the time. We just, she's a beautiful girl. She's doing great in life. She's making money. I'm doing the same. I learned that when you got a bad chick, you can't really when you have a beautiful woman of that caliber, it comes with a lot. It appears that both Rose and Drewski remain single. Check out Rose's post about dating Drewski below. Be on the lookout, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, by her own admission, she is saying that Drewski paid for a PR relationship. They weren't actually together. He never smashed. She said she never even kissed the guy. Right? Isn't that
Damn.
what she said? She said she never even kissed him or she just never slept with him.
I know that
Uh,
for sure the sleeping.
yeah, for the record, never slept with that man. Yeah, not the cat. He is funny. Yeah, so correction, she didn't say they never kissed. But they probably didn't do that either. She just she said they never slept together. And furthermore, she only gives it up when she's in love.
Yeah,
Well,
whatever.
so what do you think about this, man? What do you think this makes Drewski look even worse than he already did by her publicly saying that the guy paid her just to pretend to be with him?
Yeah, I mean, Druski down bad, man. Drewski's down. Boy, we were just talking about PFF grades, bro. Druski lost a lot with this performance, man. Now I don't know if she would have came out and said anything. She probably would have came out eventually because this is on her record, as far as who she was dating. And it was like, girl, weren't you dating Druski? So at some point this was gonna come out anyway if he never hit it. You know what I'm saying? So, so I don't even know if his statement really had anything to do with it. But at least from Drewski's perspective, because I believe her in the sense that he didn't smash. I believe that. Now, I don't believe the fact that she doesn't smash unless she's in love, unless her criteria for love is extremely low.
Right.
So I'm not buying the Capitan on that one, Miss Ruby Rose. But yeah, man. Of course, I felt like that was a put on situation. I didn't really buy it. Even though Druski was trying to buy it. Man, that's tough work. But I'm pretty sure I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Because these girls, they be smashing for the bags and all this other stuff. So he had to get a pity smash in. You know what I'm saying? Wet back, just super humping on her, and she probably didn't enjoy it, but she probably let him get a pity smash in, or at least hopefully, bruh. Damn. But this is a bad look, man. Really bad look. And I agree with that commenter saying that, man, guys are just paying for the illusion to make it look like they getting some. And man, that's some crazy action right there, bro. I can't believe this, but actually I can. We're in a new day and age, man, where simping has gone through the stratosphere. Forget the atmosphere, bro. We're in outer space with this. So I'm not really shocked. And because he was talking cash money, man, at least in that interview where he was like, hey man, I was dropping this, dropping that, and blah,
Yeah.
this, please, because I knew he was doing that. But he was talking like, what I'm saying, that was still my old lady though. But nah, bruh. So I knew it was PR from jump. And with these PR situations, Druski, if you was doing this, there has to be an NDA involved. Like you have to be able to sue her for saying this. So this was bad PR. So again, where's his publicist for this? Where's his manager for this? Like, hey man, I'm trying to have a fake celebrity relationship so people don't think I'm like Chingy, and I'm part of the community, because everybody knows Drewski is. So if he had a real PR person, I would have NDA'd this whole situation. If she came out her mouth like this trying to slander me, well, now I'm gonna sue you for everything I gave you. So whoop de whoop, and whatever else check you trying to make later for the next 5 years. That's what I would have did. So Drewski's just taking L's all over the place. So bad PR, man. He only rode high for a couple months, man. And once the breakup happened, because it was pretty fast, people were still patting him on the back. Was like, hey, bro, at least you hit that. And now it's mud in the water, bro. People don't really believe it anymore. So bad PR, bad move, Drewski. Sorry, dude. But when you're simping, bro, you got to pay for it in more ways than one. So, what are your thoughts, man, on Ruby Rose saying, boy, he didn't even hit the damn thing? Lord have mercy. I can't believe it. I guess he was just paying
Yeah.
for the ass grabs, which is not worth 100,000. What are your thoughts, man, on Druski doing this for the PR? What are your thoughts, man?
Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like it because I'm not a fan of what it represents. You say it was bad PR. I'm not so sure about that. And that's the sad part. The
Mm,
sad part about this to me is that maybe for him, this is good PR and not bad,
interesting.
because apparently doing this benefits guys these days. I lump this into the category of, you know, um, uh, I lump this into the category of, like, the basketball players who just rotate the same Instagram models.
Mhm, mhm.
One would think that that's bad PR to just constantly recycle through the same women over and over again, but apparently not, because they keep doing it. I think it's weird and off-putting, but in this day and age, that's just kind of how things go nowadays. So I don't think it's bad PR, but it's sad that I say I don't think it's bad PR, because I believe it looks bad. I think that this makes him look bad, but this makes him look bad to an individual with my sensibilities. And
Mhm,
I do
mhm.
think that my sensibilities are the variety of sensibilities that are slowly dying. And I think that the prevailing wisdom nowadays is this actually benefited him, made him look better, increased his stock and cachet.
Oh.
Um, I know, I agree. I'm with you. I'm making that face because it disgusts me. It disgusts me. But that's how these guys operate nowadays. Like, you call it simping, but is that word even still something that people utter anymore? Or have we just come to accept that this kind of decision making in relation to women is the way you're supposed to operate in nowadays in the world?
Hey, now,
And I'm asking the question because I see it so often. You know, these guys are paying women, paying strippers, paying Instagram models. We talked about Brittany Renner last week, crying broke. You know, one of the reasons why Brittany Renner sometimes crops up on this channel every now and again, much to the chagrin of some people I talk to who don't like the fact they think we give too much air to Brittany Renner. They think she's not important enough, that we shouldn't talk about her as much. But I
Oh,
always tell them one of the reasons why she shows up is because of my belief in the fact that her kind of behavior
mm,
potentially has a trickle down effect where women in particular glean that kind of behavior to be a way that they can live their own individual lives too, you know,
mhm,
offering themselves up for sale to the highest bidder and whatnot, you know, essentially leveraging themselves based off the sake of their existence and not off of the merit of the quality of who they are as a human. And for Druski, uh the quality of Ruby Rose's humanity, it was a non-factor with respect to his decision to pay for the illusion of being with her. It didn't matter what the quality of her humanity is. All that mattered is she's a bad bitch. That's all that mattered. So that's my thing is I don't really know if it looks bad for him because I think most guys, particularly younger guys today, who are sort of up in the world and they're coming up and they're doing their thing and they're making money, that I feel like they have Drewski's mindset, which is I don't really care what I got to do or how much money I have to spend. I just need to get me a bad bitch. Even if you don't really have her because you're paying for her to pretend that she's with you. And that the crazy part about it is he was he wants a bad bitch so bad
mhm.
that it can be good enough if it even looks like he has one but doesn't actually have one for real. Isn't that crazy?
That's wild stuff,
That's
dog.
that is insane. That to me is complete insanity. But I think that that has become more of a prevailing wisdom these days, where it's just it's where women in Ruby Rose's position. So I'm doing a generalization here. It's not all women, but women like her are highly coveted in many aspects of our community and by the youth in general. I would say that she's like a high value commodity with respect to women. And the mentality for a lot of guys these days is I just need to get with that. And how much does it cost for me to do it? When in reality it should be my value and my worth and my leverage as a man who's moving up in the world should stipulate that she sees value in being with me. But what we've gotten is a reverse situation in which now these men are trying to seek out the value that they receive in being with these women.
Yeah.
And again, in the case of a situation like this, he ain't even really with her. He's just paying to make it look like she is, which makes it even more sad and depressing to me.
Lame stuff, dude.
Is really lame. And this to me sheds light on the kind of dude he is and the kind of women he gets or is capable of getting, which is to say, not very much. Uh, you know, uh, I put Drewski in the same category as Drake. I also put Drake in this category.
Yeah,
Um,
100. Yeah.
take the money and take the social prestige of being in the limelight away from those guys and just drop them in the world and see how many women it can pull. It's not going to be very much. What makes them what makes them able to be as successful with women as they are is the namesake they've been able to curate for themselves
Yeah.
through being a celebrity
Hmm.
and the money that comes along with being the celebrity. And you can take that for what it's worth, but the guys who are able to get money without that, those are the ones I respect. And I think that those are the ones that most men should take examples from, not guys like this. And to speak to your point about NDAs, real quick, I hear what you're saying, but usually in a transaction, the person with the most leverage is the person who dictates the terms of an NDA or whether an NDA even exists in the first place. And when it comes to these two people, she's the one with the greatest leverage. So even if he tried to enforce an NDA into this situation, because she has the most leverage and she has the most to lose and he has the most to gain, she could have said, I'm not signing nothing. I'm gonna tell whoever I want. And you can either take it or leave it.
That probably
And
happened.
no, yeah, and knowing him, he was probably like, damn, I guess I gotta take it. I can't leave it. I can't afford it. I need to pay for this. And how many more guys are in his position who are just in the lowest position of leverage, juxtaposed to chicks like her, who can just run roughshod on guys like this? And like I've said before, man, the reason why we even talk about stuff like this on this channel is because there is a trickle down effect to stuff like this. How
100.
many of these how many of these guys out here who are working 9 to 5s or who are, you know, upper middle class, maybe they're earning their money, they're getting their salaries, they're making their investments, they're trying to come up in the world, they're doing whatever, and they want to get a bad bitch just like Ruby Rose. The idea that in order to get one must inherently mean that I have to pony up in order to pay for her because she has the leverage and I don't. Go figure, right? I'm the one making the money. Now, of course, I don't know her money and his money. I think she got more money than him. So the money aspect of it is unique with them. But just generally speaking, these guys out here, it's like, go figure. I'm the one with the most money. I'm the one with the house. I'm the one with the most to lose from this. Yet I'm still ceding power to these women by giving them the position of leverage. And that to me is something that has got to reverse. It's got to reverse. So that's what this symbolizes to me. I think that this makes him look even more like a clown. It shows that being a clown does not impede one's ability to become successful because he is, of course, living proof that you can be a clown, a sideshow, and still be successful. And, it's no surprise because when I see his ads or I see what he does on the internet, he looks relatively clownish. And maybe it takes being a clown in order to be comfortable doing some of the stuff that he does. But this is what you got going on, and my fear is that his mentality is representative of the mentality of most modern men.
Yeah, man, he's a product of today's environment. 100%, man. That's why his brand of humor really resonates with the younger people, man. I think he's a funny person. I do. You know, um, you know, more on the annoying side, but I get where his humor stuff come in because I've seen stuff that made me chuckle. You know, but as far as the bag goes, I think he's got somewhat of one. It's in the millions. And so, he's the one that's in the Google commercials. He's in the one that's getting NBA money. He's getting all kinds of checks because he's in all kinds of stuff. So, and this is the one thing I don't understand about these people, man. I talk about it all the time, bro. Like, a cashier at Pick Your Spot, looks like Ruby Rose that ain't all dolled up, but you got the money to doll her up like a Ruby Rose. So, you can pull out not Ruby Rose, but I don't know, a Crystal Rose, and bring her out. And if y'all into that BBL stuff, get her a BBL, get her looking like what you want. I bet it come out cheaper. And you know what I'm saying? You looking clean, you gonna hit because she thinks you're funny. This is my thing, dog. Like, there's girls out there that are groupies for Druski.
Yeah.
And there's tens. They DM him. But he goes out of his way to do this for more status. It boggles my mind, man. It really boggles my mind with these celebrity guys that do stuff like this. But again, man, when you're up there, man, and this lifestyle and this social circle and there's all this other weird things going on, they get into weird behaviors, and this is just weird stuff, dude. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm out there and I got Druski clout, why would I do something like this? You know what I'm saying? You can go to any strip club, bro, because that's all she is. She's just a glorified stripper. She probably used to strip. I don't know her story. Just go to any strip club, bro. Just pass through Magic City, Blue Flame, and then grab something. And it's the same thing. And you gonna hit. I don't get it, dude. So yeah, man, I agree with you, man. I do see that, the signs of the times is shelling out your dollars. Now, if you talk to an old head or anybody else, man, whenever you got yourself a female or whatever, you're paying one way or another, right? But at the same time, man, this is just flat out um,
Exactly.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is just flat out like simpery, like nothing in return. Like you get nothing with this but clown.
Exactly. It's there's a difference between the standard order of
Yeah,
operations
yeah,
when
yeah,
you're
yeah.
out and you're trying to get chicks, you're trying to get women, and you spending money.
Right, right,
There's a
right.
difference between that and literally paying for them. Like you're going to a grocery store
What-
and it's like, oh, I'll just buy that one off the shelf. And that's what this has become. These guys are buying these chicks off the shelves and they're giving them all of the leverage. They're ceding all the power in the first place. That's the thing about it. And, to address what you said about he has tens who are groupies for him and he can go and get a stripper or whatever. Yeah, the problem is that doesn't increase his social cachet
Yeah, I
because
get
those women aren't celebrity chicks.
it.
And so that's the thing, like attention seeking behavior has become like a normalized form of behavior amongst men. You can't tell the difference between men and women anymore when it comes to attention seeking behavior. We're all doing it. That used to be something that you can sort of pinpoint as a female trait.
Mm-hmm.
Like, women doing this and that for clout or attention seeking or blah, 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 blah. Men do it too now. And you can't tell the difference. It's of the same variety. Except when a woman gets with a guy for attention or clout, she ain't got to spend no money. She ain't got to pay no bread to do it. When we do it, we got to spend money.
Well, they used to have to at least give up the box. She didn't even do that in this
She ain't
context.
even got to do it. She ain't even got to do that. She ain't even got to do that, man. It's crazy, man. And
Uh,
my overall point of contention with this entire scenario is the idea. I really do feel like me and you, and maybe others who think like me and you, are in the minority. And what I'm starting to gather by what I'm seeing in the world and whenever I am on technology and I'm kind of seeing how people think about certain things, I feel as though this type of mindset is actually something that people look at as, well, that was just the cost of doing business. But it don't really make him look bad. I think to people like us, it's like, bro, that makes you look bad as a man. But I think more and more other people are looking at it and they're saying it is what it is. That's just the cost of doing business. And that's the part that I'm uncomfortable with.
yeah, this is the last thing I say. I think it's more of a generational thing, and it started in ours, but
Yeah.
it progressively got worse with this type of behavior, this type of mindset, and this type of thinking. And yeah, I just think it's the signs of the times, man. And Druski's one of these young dudes, bro. So I don't really think it is dying out, but I don't think it's extinct because there's still dudes from our cohort that think like us. So but is it becoming the masses? Yeah, man, Simply is at an all-time high. So but I still think there's enough solid dudes in the market, man, hopefully, that wouldn't dare do such a thing like this. But I ain't gonna lie, man. If you gave some dudes Drewski money, they probably would have fell for the same trap, dog. So yeah, man, I just think this is signs of the times, man, and these young dudes gotta wake up, man. And I just think that this is men that behave like this is just because um you know, I think this is a byproduct of broken homes over generations and not enough man in the house to show men how to be men. And I think that simping is just a byproduct of effeminate behavior. So yeah, dudes gonna have to tighten up, man. Learn their value, learn their worth, man. And if you got all them M's in your bank account, you shouldn't even be given a tenth of a percent of that just to have the appearance of looking like you got it. With the game that is. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, tighten up out here, Drewski, bro. To me, you're taking L's, and to everybody that is standing 10 toes, you're looking like a clown. So yeah, man, tighten up, man, and I don't know, better have a redemption story around the corner, bro, because you're looking bad out here, dude.
Yeah, it sucks. Any woman who gets with him, she should see the value in being with him. She should not be looking at this as you're getting value by being with me. Um, but that's what happened here. And yeah, I think he looks like a sucker personally, but I hope you're right. I hope you're right. A lot of these guys out here, you hit the nail on the head. There's a lot of guys out here who pretend to be 10 toes down, but if you give them enough money, they'll be right out there simping with
Boy.
they'll be right out there simping with the rest of them, man. And these are, and this is the problem with a lot of these red pill people, these red pillars, these
Yeah.
people who hop on YouTube and Instagram and they get on Neighborhood Talk and all of these other platforms to complain about women as if women are the problem, instead of understanding that the behavior started with men's decisions and behaviors. Like these red pillars all day long will bash women, talk about how much they can't stand what women do, just engage in woman hating rhetoric and dialogue. Yet these will be the same guys subscribe to OnlyFans pages. They're the same guys who are following Instagram models. They're the same guys trying to hit up fitness models in their DMs. They're the same guys going to strip clubs trying to ask strippers out on dates. The same guys, okay? The same guys who complain about women will be the same guys basically pulling a Druski, except they can't do it as effectively because they ain't got $1 million. So this whole thing is upside down, bro. And if this channel can serve as an outlet for anybody to watch or engage in content and see that this ain't the way, I would say we did our jobs.
Yeah, 100. But let
Yeah,
us
but
know down. Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead. Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
about to say, let us know down in the comment section, guys. What are your thoughts about this? First of all, do y'all even believe Ruby Rose when she said that she ain't let bro smash and she only smashed for the love? Come on, stop the cap. Or hey, and how do you feel about Druski, man? If all of this stuff is true, bro, you feel like this is simping, or you felt like it was worth the social capital to take that risk? I don't know if anybody's going to be brave enough to agree about that, but let us know down in the comment section, y'all.
I know one thing: if he does not come out to refute that, then she ain't lying. If he don't come out and say, "Y'all can believe that if you want," she know I hit. If he does not say that, then she ain't lying.
Damn. Come on, bro.
And as of the time of this recording, he has not done such a thing.
Come on, Druski. Show us the draws, dog. Golly, bro. What's happening?
Yeah.